For decades, consumer credit has operated on a simple premise. A single, definitive, three-digit number dictates your financial access. In 2026, the underlying mathematics of that system are undergoing their most significant structural shift in a decade. The scoring models are abandoning point-in-time snapshots in favor of 24-month trended data vectors. They are now formalizing billions of dollars in previously unreported short-term liabilities, a category regulators call phantom debt. Simultaneously, standard medical debts under $500 are being stripped entirely from the reporting ecosystem. These changes have resulted in algorithmic fragmentation. The concept of a singular credit score has been replaced by a suite of competing formulas. Today, a single consumer credit file can split into distinct pathways, processing through different models to output completely different numerical scores. The risk profile you present to a lender now varies entirely depending on which specific algorithm they choose to query. To navigate this fragmented system, we first need to deconstruct the classic baseline model that defined the old rules. Recognizing this fragmentation is a critical first step. Optimizing for a legacy model can lead to unexpected results if a lender queries a newer, trended version. The classic FICO score ranges from 300 to 850, a calculation driven by 5 distinct weighted variables. This chart shows the classic FICO 8 architectural structure, dividing the total score into 5 exact slices. Payment history acts as the largest gravitational force at 35%, penalizing late payments, collections, and bankruptcies. Amounts owed, or credit utilization, controls 30%, measuring the ratio of available credit currently deployed. While conventional wisdom suggests staying under 30%, reaching peak scoring tiers mathematically requires holding that ratio between 5 and 10%. Length of credit history dictates 15%, capturing the age of all accounts. Credit mix accounts for 10%, rewarding profiles that balance revolving credit with installment loans. Finally, new credit tracks recent hard inquiries for the remaining 10%. This legacy system operates strictly as a point-in-time calculation. Mastering these exact static weights used to guarantee loan approval. Under the new frameworks, these baseline inputs are altering. To test the new algorithmic updates, we can apply the baseline FICO 8 model to a hypothetical consumer profile named Sarah. This diagram displays Sarah's financial inputs: a $10,000 combined limit, $2,500 balance, 2 credit cards, 1 car loan, 1 card opened 4 months ago, a 6-year history, and 0 missed payments. Her flawless history maximizes the 35% weight. Her $2,500 balance on a $10,000 limit yields a 25% utilization. It is adequate but leaves optimization points on the table. Her healthy mix of revolving and installment credit, paired with a solid 6-year length, successfully fulfills the 15 and 10% categories. That single recently opened card acts as a minor drag on the new credit portion. Processed through the baseline algorithm, Sarah's profile outputs a FICO 8 score in the low to mid 700s. In this legacy snapshot system, her only remaining lever to reach an 800-plus excellent score is simply lowering that current 25% utilization. Transitioning from that baseline calculation, the 2026 data pipeline modifications actively disrupt this controlled sandbox. Driven by Consumer Financial Protection Bureau interventions, the credit bureaus are permanently altering what data feeds into the central algorithm. This diagram illustrates the systemic removal of legacy medical liabilities, actively scrubbing paid collections and medical debts under $500 from the reporting feed. For burdened consumer profiles, this scrubbing mechanism measurably and instantly improves scores. By contrast, the system is now formally capturing phantom debt, short-term liabilities from buy now, pay later services like Klarna and Affirm. A new data pipeline injects BNPL transaction histories directly into the payment history and utilization nodes. Joint research by FICO and Affirm shows that integrating this BNPL data shifts scores by an average of 10 points, frequently in an upward direction. While integrating this data can boost a thin credit file, missed payments on phantom debt now triggers severe structural consequences in specialized models like FICO 10 BNPL that did not previously exist. The most disruptive evolution to the credit system is the deployment of the FICO 10T model. The T stands for trended data. transitioning the algorithm from a two-dimensional snapshot into a three-dimensional historical vector tracking the past 24 months. This graph compares two identical current balances under the new mathematical framework. Line A maintains a completely flat trajectory, representing a static $2,500 balance carried over the entire two-year period. Line B traces a steep downward trajectory, starting at an $8,000 balance 24 months ago and steadily declining to hit the $2,500 mark today. Because the final snapshot is the same, the legacy FICO 8 model treats line A and line B as mathematically identical. FICO 10T heavily rewards line B by algorithmic design, specifically recognizing the behavioral trend of debt reduction. Under trended data models, short-term utilization manipulation, like paying off a card exactly 24 hours before a mortgage application, structurally fails. These fragmented algorithms now operate at an immense automated scale. A consumer's creditworthiness has become a variable dictated by lender preference. The simplified FICO 8 number shown in a free credit monitoring app often contradicts the complex FICO 10T or VantageScore 4.0 data actively pulled by major lenders. The mathematical treatment of edge case data, from legacy medical collections to buy now, pay later transactions, will wildly fluctuate by model. This establishes a new operational reality for financial underwriters and optimizers alike. Achieving top-tier prime scores now mathematically requires a verifiable, uninterrupted 24-month behavioral pattern of declining balances and on-time payments across all asset classes. Note that specific scoring weights and behaviors vary significantly by lender, bureau, and model choice. These are architectural guidelines, not individual guarantees. Ultimately, the modern FICO score no longer functions as a single snapshot, but as a continuous surveillance vector, recording a true financial trajectory.